Halliday Racing, the USA 7 for Colonial Freightliners. It will be Jason Fitzgerald from Middleburg, Florida. On row number 2 for Valvoline and Rocket Chassis, the Oldfield Racing car number 51 of Jamie Oldfield. And on his outside for Just Panel Works and Plas Property Group, the Rocket Chassis, the brand new XR1 car number 31 of Paul Stubber. For row number 3 for Maximum Racing Oils and Southern Haulage, car number 84, the Rocket Chassis of Chris Palovich. And from Bathurst in New South Wales, driving the N24 Rocket Chassis for Carter Racing, it will be Wade Carter. There is not 7 starters. The last driver for MMS Civil in the Master Built is just getting a couple of rundown laps after dramas in his hot lap session. So 6 starters for heat number 1. 10 laps is the journey. We're going to go green this time by to bring in round number 2 of the USA Invasion Tour for 2017. Blake and Jason Fitzgerald get away. The green lights are on, and we're away racing. And it's the man from Bumper who gets the better start. But egg move on the outside as it's 3 wide of Jason Fitzgerald. Out of turn number 2 takes a race lead from Blake. Then we go back to Jamie Oldfield. 4th place is Paul Stubber, Chris Palovich, and Wade Carter. So they all sort themselves out for the lap number 1, and it's from Middlesbrough in Florida. The GRT chassis of Jason Fitzgerald, who's starting to use a bit of the track now. Looks 3/4 track length up on the track. It's Middleburg, Florida. In the GRT, Jason Fitzgerald, who leads from Brad Blake. He's already opened up a big gap on this one. A 16.8 led at 18.0 for the first lap. It's Blake from Oldfield, Paul Stubber, and rounding out your top 5, it's Chris Palovich.
Yeah, so Jason Fitzgerald already opening up a handy gap. Brad Blake in 2nd place. 3rd place is the 51 car of Jamie Oldfield. Back in 4th place, Paul Stubber, Pavlovich and Wade Carter. 7 laps to go. It's all Jason Fitzgerald from United States. Brad Blake in 2nd place. 3rd place, Jamie Oldfield. Back in 4th place, Paul Stubber. Back in 5th, Chris Pavlovich and Wade Carter. No change in the order with 4 down and 6 to go. Jason Fitzgerald out in front, a 17.145 that time around. Brad Blake in 2nd place. He's about 3 or 4 car lengths ahead of Jamie Oldfield, and Paul Stubber made a mistake there in turn 2, lost a bit of ground. They're all separated by about 3 or 4 car lengths, apart from our race leader, who's the length of the straight ahead at the halfway mark. He leads from Brad Blake and Jamie Oldfield.
He's the one that's using the most of the track as well, really starting to open up turns number 1 and 2, especially here in 3 and 4. Jason's already alluded to that whole straight gap is the margin between himself and Brad Blake as it comes now to the 51 machine with Jamie Oldfield looking to the back bumper on the Bunbury Honda and Kia Revolution. It's actually being driven by Brad Blake. It's actually a racing 3 because here comes the 31 machine for Panel Works as well. Paul Stubber, they're going to make it a racing 3 as they move down the back straight. Jamie Oldfield already with the back wing hanging off the 51 machine, having a bit of damage as he hit the concrete wall on the front straight last time around. But with 3 laps still to go, it's a 1-horse race in this one. The battle still for 2nd place. Then it's Palovich and Wade Carter at the tail of the field. But this time around with 2 laps remaining, can anyone catch the American? It's Jason Fitzgerald.
Well, Jason Fitzgerald will not be caught, let's be honest. The race is for 2nd, 3rd and 4th, and what a race it's turned out to be. Brad Blake just ahead of Jamie Oldfield and Paul Stubber. You throw a tea-towel over the 3 of them as they head down the back straight. Our race leader's already in the main straight, has 1 lap to go. It's all Jason Fitzgerald out in front. Brad Blake holding on to 2nd place. Oldfield is there, so too is Stubber. There's only 0.2 of a second separating the 3 of them as Jamie Oldfield levels up on the outside. Going out of turn 2, couldn't get it done. Here's our winner though, Jason Fitzgerald first home. What a drive by him. Paul Stubber nearly drives into the fence up there. 2nd place goes to Brad Blake. Jamie Oldfield 3rd. Back to Paul Stubber, Chris Pavlovich. And last to complete the distance is Wade Carter. 16.815 was the quick lap by Jason Fitzgerald in winning heat number 1. We'll try and get you a total time in a moment. The timing system for the late models, there it is. 2 minutes 53.50. 2:53.5. 16.234 was the quick lap. But good win there as we go down to Alan Smallwood to talk to our winner.
Thanks, Jace, and a good start of the night for Jason Fitzgerald. As we mentioned earlier, had a pretty tough weekend with an engine change last weekend at the Perth Motorplex, but his first heat race win down under. Let's hear it for him from Middleburg in Florida. Jason Fitzgerald. Jace, a good start to the night.
Yeah, we'll take it. I mean, we got lucky enough to draw a good position there, and when the track's kind of like this, it all come down to that first corner, and then I got out front, I had to slow down. The right rear tire kind of went away right away, so I don't really know how much pressure I was getting, but I just had to slow down and keep it right there. But we'll go in there and make a couple minor changes, and maybe we'll be all right for this next heat.
Yeah, just one more heat race to come, and they tell me that you're even going to drive a street stocky tonight at Collie Speedway. Looking forward to that?
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a little different. I'm probably a little more nervous about that than I am this, being on the wrong side of the car, and it's going to be a wild adventure, but you know what? It's going to be a lot of fun. It's just another great opportunity.
All the best for the rest of the night.
Thank you very much.
There is Jason Fitzgerald in the USA number 7, the winner of heat number 1 of the late model sedans. And up next will be heat 2.